Good morning and happy Wednesday, and welcome to this week's NWE Live, where we are hosting a little bit of a client case study. So I'm so excited to share this with you today because this came up again on a new client call that I had this morning. So if you are watching this live, please comment Team Live. If you're watching this replay, please comment Team Replay. We're going to dive into how a couple of our clients have really struggled with weight loss since starting high intensity training. So let's set the stage, and here's two clients we're going to be talking about. Both of them do high intensity training 4 to 5 times a week. These are like metabolic classes where the calories are really, really high burn. Maybe it's like Orange Theory or like a circuit training where you're burning a heck of a lot of calories at one point. And you feel really good. You come out of class, you're like, wow, that felt good. I'm feeling a little bit stronger. But as the weeks go on, you're finding that you have a really hard time gaining strength. And maybe it's recovering, and maybe your energy level's in the tank. And for all of these workouts that you're doing, you're not seeing any change as far as with your weight or how your body is looking or body composition. So you're doing a lot of exercise, but you're not seeing the changes. What the heck is going on? You know that you're eating enough, and maybe you're not eating enough. And we saw that this morning with one of our clients. She was doing a lot of exercise. She's training for some upcoming events, but her intake was so low that she's not going to be able to make gains. She's not going to be able to gain strength. Her body, especially with all of the exercise she was doing, had a higher level of cortisol, most likely because she was not getting enough of the rest and recovery days in, and she was not getting enough food in for that recovery. This other client was eating enough, but was just having such high amounts of stress-inducing activity on her body, where her body was like, we're holding on to everything because we're probably burning a lot, but I'm not able to recover and to feel great right now. So why this happens with some of these high-intensity trainings, it is stress-inducing on the body. So exercise will increase cortisol levels. It's a good increase because it's strength training and all of that. However, if we aren't incorporating in lower impact exercise, if we aren't incorporating in lower strenuous activity, let's say it's just general strength training or walking on an incline, and all of our classes, our heart rates are elevated, they're so high, we're burning a crap ton of calories, our bodies feel like we are in bodies feel like we are stressed out and in a higher level of stress response state, which means anytime our cortisol levels are elevated, that we are not going to want to lose weight. So what we need to do in those situations is actually walk back some of those high strength training or high intensity classes. Maybe doing those classes 2 to 3 times a week at most should be what we are looking for if we are looking to make gains. We also have to make sure too that we're getting enough food in nutrition wise in order to be able to make progress. So if we are just sitting there and we're saying like, all right, like I'm doing all of these classes, I'm burning all of these calories, but we're not getting enough protein in, we're not eating carbohydrates before, our bodies are still not going to perform to the best of its capabilities. We can still hit our goals if we say like, let's tone it down a little bit, and maybe we're going to focus a little bit more on things like moving, and we're going to focus a little bit more on that natural exercise, like walking more. And we're also really mindful with our intake. So it's very easy to say like, I'm just going to do a ton of Orange Theory classes. I'm going to burn 600 calories all the time. But if we're not giving our body that space to recover as well as the food to recover effectively, we are not going to be able to see results overall. We're going to feel stuck. We're going to feel blah, whatever it is. So what we need to do differently, bring down that expectation as far as with those high intensity exercise. It's not going to be great for us to be doing those classes all the time. Aiming for them maybe 2 to 3 times a week, but really incorporating in more of that strength training and low impact cardio. This is going to look like going on walks. Maybe it's a 3-mile-an-hour walk on an incline on the treadmill. We're also going to want to focus on factoring in those rest days. We need those days to help bring down our cortisol levels for us to feel better. Making sure that we're going to bed at consistent time and getting enough food in, getting enough water in is really, really important to prevent that burnout feeling or that plateauing that can happen with these really high intensity classes. I know if you do Orange Theory, you can do 2 of their strength only classes. You're not really getting strength training out of those, like those regular classes where you're running and you're rowing. Maybe it's saying like, I'll do 2 of those strength training classes and 1 of those high intensity classes a week, rather than saying I'm doing 4 or 5 of those high intensity classes. It's better for your body. There's going to be more injury prevention, so less injury risk for you too. And you're going to feel so much better, and you're going to feel like you have more energy and less of that stress and strain on your body. So moral of this story is we need variety in our exercise. We need to keep the intensity sometimes a little bit lower. Having 1 or 2 bouts of higher intensity cardio a week is great, but we really need to focus on the strength training if you're looking to change your body composition. Cardio only will not change body composition. We have to incorporate in there some of that strength training too. If you have any questions on this, or you feel like, oh my gosh, I've been hitting a dead end with my exercise, I'm not seeing any changes, shoot us a message. We are here to help. We work with this all the time inside of our signature nutrition coaching program. Like I said, this morning I was working with a client who came to me with those exact things. We're increasing her calorie intake. We're making sure she's getting 2 days of rest each week. We're staying on top of her hydration. She's going to be feeling so much better. She was so excited when I told her, I need you to eat a little bit more and I need you to take a day or 2 off. You can have that as well too. We are here to help. If you have any questions, let us know. Send us a message. We're going to have some great things going on in February, like a brand new freebie coming out on nutrition for stress and inflammation. So we cannot wait to share that with you. And we're going to have a fabulous masterclass as well at the end of the month. We are enrolling for our next cohort for the group program. This week we talked about supplements and nutrition and exercise and those movement recommendations. So if you're interested in joining cohort 2, which will be kicking off in April, I can drop that link down in the comments below. We are on pre-sale right now. So we really won't start selling this until March. But you can join for that right now and save $200 when you join. There are payment plans available. We have open spots inside of our signature nutrition coaching program where we can help you increase your confidence in your skin and in the kitchen, help you to build success, and help you to learn how to eat for the next 90 years, not just the next 90 days. So have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you soon.